Big reunions, they're back for another big match tomorrow, but will football be coming home again for England the second time in a row?
Yeah, 3 years on from the Lionesses' triumph, the Women's Euros 2025 have officially kicked off in Switzerland.
So whether you're a die-hard football fanatic or you wouldn't know you're offside from your own goal, do not worry. Sports broadcaster Shebahn Aherne is helping you get your head into the game with the ultimate cheat sheet for this year's Euros. Hey, Shebahn, how are you?
This is lovely. This is a reunion for me because I used to work in the green room.
Isn't this incredible?
At GMB,
Did you?
This is lovely, yeah. I was here when I was preggers.
But back then, you was always destined for the stars, and look at you now.
I don't know about that.
This was your thing.
Don't turn off.
So, Shebahn, they already kicked off in Switzerland. Spain beat Portugal last night.
Yep.
Absolutely thumped them, didn't they? So tell us a little bit about the tournament itself, like who you're looking forward to watching.
Well, based in Switzerland for a start, a stunning backdrop. I've never been to Switzerland, and the amount of kind of teasing that's going on leading up to the competition, I'm like, wow, it just looks absolutely stunning.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Some of the most stunning backdrop locations taking place in Thun, in Bern, in Zurich, a number of places across the country of Switzerland as well. Here's where you can find a number of the games. Didn't know this. Stay in school, kids, but Switzerland doesn't have an official capital city.
I read that yesterday.
That.
Really?
So, I mean, Zurich's the biggest city. That's obviously going to host a number of the games. I know.
I didn't know this.
I know, but I do know one thing.
You've got such a French and German and Italian influence.
Yes.
So it's sort of probably kind of difficult to pick one, I suppose.
The government's in Bern. That's going to host a number of the games as well. But also, I do know one thing. The chocolate is 10 out of 10.
Chocolate is the real winner in all of this.
So obviously, England are going to try and defend their title.
Absolutely.
And Wales, is it their first time that they're ever qualifying?
The first time they've ever made it to a major tournament. I mean, this is, I think, going to change the landscape for women's football in Wales, and every country needs that. Switzerland needs that as much as England needed that a few years ago now. But Wales, fair play to them. Dermot, our hearts are still broken because we're Republic of Ireland. Wales knocked out the Republic of Ireland in that playoff. Heartbreak. However,
Katie McCabe.
Oh, how dare she. However, absolutely buzzing for Wales at the same time. And do you know what? They're not going to make it easy for teams. They're in a really tough group. The group they're in is alongside the Lionesses. So I think that'll be a real feast for the eyes.
And who else? Because they're up against France and Netherlands as well, right?
Show us the group.
So 16 teams are there, four groups of four. Group D is considered a group of death. We'll come to it in a second. Group A, Switzerland, Norway, Iceland, Finland. Like we say, the host nation in there as well. Getting to Group B, let's move on there. The favourites for the competition, Spain, Portugal were battered last night, sadly, by Spain. Belgium and Italy in Group B. Moving along to Group C, you've got Germany. Never, ever, ever write off the Germans in major tournament football.
Really?
They've won this competition more than anyone else. Poland, Denmark and Sweden, who are also considered favourites for a few. And then Group D, I would consider the group of death. England, France, Wales and Netherlands. 3 teams in there, England, France, Netherlands, would be considered finalists. So one of them, I'll be heading home from the group stage.
Oh, you make it so exciting.
When it's home nations, you know, it's a derby, isn't it? So you never know what can
happen. And this is it, Alison. So they're all in the group stage just now, which means these teams will all play each other in their group once. 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, 0 points for a loss. Whoever finishes top 2 would go through to the quarterfinals.
So you need them wins.
You've got to get your
You've got to go for the wins.
Yeah, you've got to get your
back
points.
with you in just a second. I'm sorry we didn't get to Switzerland because we now join my ITV Sports reporter, Katie Shanahan, who's live in Zurich. Morning, Katie.
Morning, Katie.
Hello, Alison and Dermot, or as they say here in Switzerland, Grüezi. I'm right outside the England team hotel, which has the most epic inside. I can tell you this much. They have the bespoke design for the Lionesses. They have coffee and nutrition kind of desks all set out for the Lionesses. They've got a basketball court. They've got a tennis court. They've got everything that the Lionesses need to just make sure that they perform and really relax to their very best throughout this tournament. I'm going to be following the Lionesses throughout the tournament. We've got England against France tomorrow night. I was speaking to Leah Williamson saying that all of the players are so excited. They're ready to go. I tell you what, guys, they're probably going to be fed up with me come the end of the tournament. We're literally with them day in, day out. And just to the right-hand side of me, we are having, like Shebahn was saying there, we've got Lake Zurich, we've got the mountains in the background. Switzerland is such an epic place for this tournament, but we're so excited. Thank you very much. We're so excited for the Euros and England's opening game against France, which, of course, you can watch on ITV1 tomorrow night.
Katie, what do you think England's chances are?
Well, they know how to win this competition. England are the defending champions coming into this. They also reached the World Cup final only 2 years ago. So, been speaking to the girls, they're so positive. Sarina Wiegman, the England manager, is saying they're dreaming big. So I'm feeling really positive, really excited. And having spoken to Leah Williamson, which you can see in our coverage tomorrow night, you know, people kind of forget that she missed out on the World Cup. She won the Euros back in 2022. Then she had an ACL 9 months later. And then here she is leading the Lionesses once again. And there's a feel-good factor around the place. They're in 5-star luxury here at the England Team Hotel. We were also in and around the fan zones recently. There's a football fever around this tournament. The only thing I would say, guys, is Switzerland is very expensive. For example, Dermot, if you're looking for a beer, you are looking at £9 for a pint. And Alison, if you're looking to get your nails done, it's £100. So all of the England fans that are going to be cheering on the Lionesses, they are going to be thinking it's a little bit expensive, but especially if England go all the way to the final.
Listen,
and let's just see, if it does end up being England against Spain, that would be quite the prospects. And just think what that would do for women's football in this country.
Katie, you go get yourself a spa on this morning. Don't worry, go and have a nice time.
And Katie, if you want your nails done, 25 quid in Birmingham.
Thanks, Katie. OK, Shebahn, players to look out for. Who do you think?
OK, let's start with England, shall we? Now, everybody's talking about Alessia Russo. She's had an absolutely incredible season for Arsenal. They've just won the Champions League. She's been absolutely banging in the goals for fun.
Also, she's just got a love of life.
And do you know what?
You see her play.
Curious.
Right.
Maybe one of the nicest people you'll ever meet as well. Also, Grace Clinton. Now, I sometimes feel she slips under the radar, plays for Manchester United, steps up in big moments. I think if she's given that creative freedom, let's see what happens. Hannah Hampton. Now, no Mary Earps.
Yeah.
Can Hannah Hampton be the new Mary Queen of Stops?
Yes, she can.
There you go.
Yes,
love that.
Like
love that.
Leah, we adore Arsenal.
I mean, to be fair, all of them. Michelle Ejimang's another player you have to look out for. I mean, if she comes on, she gets
Kelly, she pop up the winner again.
Chloe.
You're just mentioning all the Arsenal names. Beth Mead.
OK, what about the Welsh? Who can we look out for?
Welsh. Now, the Gareth Bale of women's football is Jessica Fishlock. She never retired. She hung on for one more season, and here she is at a major tournament.
Having too much fun in that hotel.
Oh, look at the cheekbones on her as well. She's fabulous. That's Jessica Fishlock. Also, Hannah Kane, still kind of got beef with her because she scored the goal to knock Ireland out of the playoff. And also Fionn Morgan as well. She's somebody who's doing the rounds on social media. You see her popping up on the timeline now. Yeah. Good character. Perhaps she will rise to the occasion.
Shebahn, who's your money on? Come on.
I think it's on England.
Is it on England?
I think it's on England.
Over Spain?
Yeah, because the Arsenal factor, Dermot, you go back to the Champions League in May, so many of those Spanish players play for Barcelona. Yeah. So many of those English players play for Arsenal. So I think they might have that final edge over them.
Bonmati's some player, though, yeah.
Bonmati, Alexa Putellas, 2 Ballon d'Or winners in that Spain side. I mean, Bonmati, she's just had meningitis 2 weekends ago.
Yeah.
She's so hardcore.
Back of the bike comes on last night.
If people are watching at home now, which games do we need to watch?
OK.
We can't miss.
You cannot miss, obviously, England's games and Wales's games. So tomorrow night, England against France on ITV, that's your headliner. Also, before that, you've got Wales against the Netherlands. That's a good game now. Wales against the Netherlands is a good game. I'm looking forward to that one, just because the Netherlands bring in such a brilliant fan base. They do the orange wall and they all dance up to the stadium.
Love
and
that.
Also one that you will look forward to, England against the Netherlands. Now, this is the battle of the couples, I would say. Beth Mead, her partner's Vivianne Miedema. She's one of the greatest of all times.
Yeah.
Viv for the Netherlands. The Netherlands won it with Sarina Wiegman before the Lionesses won it. That's a feast.
God, that's brilliant.
I am in. I am going to be all over this. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
You can watch England's match against France and all the build-up tomorrow night from 7 on ITV1 and
Hi,
STV.
everyone. Just wanted to say thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. Now, listen, we upload new content every day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. And we'll see you in the morning.